Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. Check this out. The guys from Good Morning Crypto, they have a couple interesting tweets. Is XRP forming the largest bull flag in crypto history? Data is in. Remember when XRP soared 60,000% in 240 days, going from $0.006 to $3.84? I remember, I was there. XRP has been trading below all-time high 384 for 2,424 days and counting. A 4.2 fib extension takes us to $16 this cycle. What's your 2025 peak price projection for XRP? And then his partner, Johnny Crypto, whether you love or hate XRP, it's kind of hard not to get excited about this 7-year-long bull pennant. Never in my life have I seen something so coiled up and ready to explode. We may witness a massive swing to the upside. Well, I'm here. I've been here. I'm still here. I'm still buying occasionally, and I will continue to. Alt Season 2.0 update. Based on, they've outlined all this stuff and they've put a chart up, but they say that we're in phase 2. This phase is considered a pause. It's where altcoin normally, it is where altcoins normally have a pullback, but once it breaks the previous peak, we will see the next phase. So if you look at phase 2, it kind of shows you these are different runs that we've had. Phase 2 being the area where you have a little bit of a lull and a pullback, and then the parabolic 1 and 2 are what follows. I will take that. Sounds good to me. Here is the, I'm drawing a blank on what his name is. What's that guy's channel called? He just kind of disappeared. The Modern Investor. This is an interesting clip from Riz XRP from the Modern Investor.
This is a brand new asset class. The people who are going to benefit the most are the people who got in early, you, who paid attention, who dollar cost averaged, and also the rich people, like the rich people who are constantly buying all the time. You know how many people are waiting on the sidelines to enter into crypto? You know how many, over the years, I've had people tell me that they're waiting for prices to go lower so that they can jump in. And I'm like, why not jump in now? And I had to try and explain to someone. I said, listen, think of it this way. If Bitcoin is $30,000 and you're waiting for it to go to 15, if it goes to 65,000, well, you've missed out. And they go, yeah, but I'm waiting for it to drop. And I'm like, but if you're in it for the long term and Bitcoin goes to $1 million, it didn't really matter when you got in, 15, 30, or 65. If you're expecting XRP to go to $10 or to $100, all that's left in front of you is profit.
Got my coffee.
It doesn't matter if you get in at 56 cents, 54 cents, if you're waiting for 18 cents, or if you get in at $1. If it goes to $1.01, you've made a profit. If it goes to $3, you've made a profit. Everyone keeps trying to get into a market, like timing it, the best time to be able to brag to other people. No, the most important thing is just to start. You must have heard that before on Barney and Sesame Street. The most important, just start. Just literally start. Whatever you're trying to do, start today. Like literally right now. There's no reason for you to wait 6.5 weeks for maybe some event that might happen, because in 6.5 weeks, you'll have more than you had before.
That's kind of how I've been playing it. He's talking about the top 1% rich list. Here's the rich list refers to how much XRP you have to be in the top holders. But most people have more than one wallet, so you know how that goes. But it's always interesting to look at. Well, speaking of interesting, this video showed up out of nowhere this morning. This is, if you remember, this is the video where Nick Burafedo went to Ripple Swell when it was in London, okay? And I know Nick Burafedo, and I know that he's like a type A kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that that takes notes to make sure he doesn't forget things. Okay, writes things down. So when he said this, write it down, folks.
I'm going to take you through my notes from the day. It's quite loud in here, so I apologize. First thing is, I met with Brad Garlinghouse face-to-face, and Brad was so confident. He's got an air of confidence about him that's unbelievable. I met Brad first in 2019 back in Singapore, and he's even more confident today than he was back then. He made it clear that they're ready to settle with the SEC as long as they can get clarity on XRP. I asked him if American companies were waiting on the sidelines to jump in the game once clarity happens, and he said absolutely. And he specifically said Bank of America. Bank of America is a huge partner of Ripple, and he said Bank of America stands to gain really big when the settlement happens, because they're going to have a huge competitive advantage over their competitors by using ODL in the marketplace. So Brad is very, very bullish. When asked what motivates Brad every day, Brad just said, I want to put a dent in the universe. We've heard that from Naveen Gupta, and Brad has the same philosophy. So that was fantastic. That was my one-on-one with Brad.
So, and right now, just as a refresher, we're in the period of times. I think Gary Gensler had 60 days to decide whether he was going to appeal the Ripple case or not. And so we're inside of, I think we're probably 15 or so days into it. We shall see what happens. Now, I was going to play this yesterday or the other day, and I forgot to play it. I think I forgot to play it. So I wanted to play it now. This is the smart guys from Black Swan Capitalist. Listen to what he says about XRP.
One of the biggest myths I would like to debunk is really the idea that XRP will never, first of all, gain traction, or that its price will always remain stagnant. XRP, people forget, is the backbone of liquidity in these markets. And it's really what connects, bridges, and even stabilizes currencies. So for XRP to effectively serve its purpose, the price has to be high. And many people don't understand this. And I firmly believe that the IMF is really playing a key role in ensuring this. There's a lot happening behind the scenes that the general public is not aware of. So think of it like this. Central banks are sitting at the table, they're setting the stage, agreeing on a price before it's fully introduced into the marketplace. Because for XRP to be utilized to move trillions and trillions of dollars between financial institutions, it's going to burn, and that will reduce its supply. And this is all about supply and demand. So the burn rate really ensures that XRP's value can only increase as it becomes more integrated into the global financial system. Another point that really needs clarification is the concept of a gold-backed XRP. Now, over the years, personally, I've said a lot of things, and I want people to understand that I've learned as I've gone about this, there is still a chance that XRP could be tied to gold, functioning really as a form of a digital gold for institutions that lack the necessary physical gold reserves to meet the Basel III requirements by the Bank of International Settlements. So XRP's design was for infinite scalability, and as a world reserve settlement mechanism, which it is actually intended to do, or replace the dollar's functionality. So I want people to understand the devil's in the detail. It's designed to replace the functionality of the dollar, not eliminate the dollar. And people often fail to really understand this because they don't truly understand how the technology works, but also how the traditional financial system works. And that's why my brother and I have tried so hard to bridge these two together. My final thought is that XRP could enable a gold-backed future through the stable coins that are being built on the XRP ledger. And that's what we see happening. So like I said, I learn as I go. And these stable coins, where do you think they derive their liquidity directly from? It's XRP through on-demand liquidity. Yet so many in the space truly fail to see the connection and even underestimate the profound impact that XRP is having on the global financial system.
Okay. Now, in DAIXRP.com, here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Meltdown 24. And I was having lunch with somebody the other day, and the guy, he's an XRP holder, and he says something that I've always kind of thought. He said, you know, the bad thing about what I think is going to happen with XRP is that I think that as a lot of us become very wealthy from it, at the same time, there's going to be a lot of pain for people who were not involved in this space. And so Meltdown 24, what I'm about to show you, is one man's opinion on what's coming around this election. You can see the bad guy forces, they're all forming to try to stop, like X47, you know, that guy that we don't talk about on this channel because you can get censored. Anyway, so we're going to go in DAI XRP, and this is pretty amazing what this guy has to say. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Meltdown 24, watch this.